Now before I get into this video, I'm going to swap the microphone out and I'm going to change my current microphone for this microphone on my Sony camera, and you'll understand why in a moment. So the reason I swapped the microphone out is because I was using this microphone, which is a Sony ECM microphone, and it's really quite expensive. It's an automatic microphone. However, with DJI releasing this audio adapter for Sony cameras for the DJI Mic Mini and the DJI Mic 3, I am wondering whether I should keep this because I'm not sure it has a use anymore. If I just take this guard off, you can see here we've got pins that connect with a hot shoe on modern Sony cameras, and this means that you get a digital audio recording and the camera sorts out all the audio levels on its own. You don't really need to do anything. So we can see on the back here we've got lots of controls, but I just put the low cut filter on and I set it to auto, which means the camera controls all of the sound and does all of the processing of the sound. I don't need to do anything, just slot it into the hot shoe on top. So with my DJI Mic Mini, with its receiver, with the USB port plugged in, I can now just fit these two together like so, and if I take this guard off, this will now just connect to my Sony camera and work automatically with no wires, no cables, and I don't need to worry about the sound levels. It's all sorted out in camera. So I'm going to do a test between the Sony ECM microphone and the Mic Mini. So I'm now plugged in the Sony ECM microphone and I'm just talking to it normally. It's about arm's length away from me, in front of me. I am straight onto the microphone, and it is of course a shotgun microphone, so it should be ample for getting good audio. I'm now going to switch to the DJI Mic Mini. So as you might be able to see here, I've got the DJI Mic Mini attached to my shirt in the center position. Obviously if I move it down here, I might get a slightly different sound or loudness, but I am using the transmitter plugged into the audio adapter for Sony cameras, and all the audio you're hearing is on automatic setting through the Sony camera. And I am about an arm's length away from the camera. So I've now put my camera about 3 to 4 arms lengths back, so it's really quite far away from me. I've changed the lens. The lens is a more telephoto lens, and so this is effectively the other side of the room now, or the camera is effectively the other side of the room. I would imagine with the DJI Mini or through the connector, you can hear no difference in terms of audio. But now I'm going to switch back to the Sony ECM for the distance of about 3 to 4 arms lengths away at the other end of the room, and we might hear a slight difference here. So this is the Sony ECM all the way over there on the camera, again recording with the camera, making all the decisions about sound because it's automatic through the hot shoe. I have turned the DJI Mini off. You won't be able to see it from this distance on this 50mm lens and the camera being so far back, but I thought rather than have this communicate to the receiver that gets picked up on the microphone, I thought I'd turn everything off to make everything fair. So this is the Sony ECM from really quite far away.